Hello, everyone. Ha- Happy start of your week. Thanks for joining me in another live stream. Today, we're going to continue where we left off on Saturday. We got to build up this resistance. We're looking for volunteers wherever we can and helping each village along the way. We did one. We went with one of them, one of the representatives of this sect. And now we're gonna go with the other one. And I think we're waiting for soldiers. After these two parts, I think we could go to our class quest to see what new skills we can learn. Let's see. What the hell? Already? What is that? Imperial Predator. All right, that the person that came to the standing charge or something. Thank you for the message, and Tammy. Definitely check you out. Let's see. So she heard some footsteps, vibrations, I think, in like from moms away, and somehow she could determine how many, what equipment, if they are able to detect us. Like what? It was crazy. She had so much knowledge of the enemy just from some sound that we couldn't even hear.
Mhigo says it looks like everything went to plan. Not that I'm surprised, the 3 soldiers I faced didn't put up much of a fight. Most of the Imperials we get out here are conscripts from other provinces with little training and even less conviction. It's grim work, killing men and women like that, but don't doubt that they'd do the same to you if the roles were reversed. And don't you dare pity a man in armor. Conscript or no, a soldier piloting one of those can kill a dozen good men in a blink of an eye. Not that I need to tell you that, after what happened at the wall.
Yeah, but they also had war machines, which is the first time we see that. What is this? Let me try it on. Ooh. Mostly green. 2 Imperial, like. I like the black one. Oh. Right, I was like one battle away from leveling up.
Right. I believe we've rested long enough. We should resume our journey before someone notices their missing patrol.
Who just ran past us? Not this gator again. What are we waiting for?
We're clear. Only Alliance patrols ahead. You said the forces at Castrum Oriens were under the command of Flame General Rauban Aldin, did you not?
Yeah.
Ralgun, the bull of Mhigo himself. I never dreamed I'd have a chance to meet the legend.
He's a pretty cool dude. Pretty chill. Very strong about his emotions about Yuda and also Alamigo. But he currently puts Yuda first. I mean, he's in charge of commanding that. So there'll be some shortcut here. Oh. Am I too strong for him? Yeah. Ah, no. One more level. And then I'll be too strong for him. Oh, I missed Saturday's lottery. I gotta go check it out too. I guess I could do that when I'm gonna do the class quest. I gotta get that 1 mil GBP.
My friends, I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
We are, General. Allow me to introduce Mhigo of Rolga's Reach.
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the bull of Alamigo.
These are not the blood sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
As you say, General. On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Alamigan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
Good. I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since. The massacres cast a pall over the whole Resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
You have to inspire hope into them. That's their thinking, the twins' thinking stance. They always think...
I will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
The people need proof of this, Father. Let us show it to them. I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that. If we can achieve even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Alamigan people and inspire them to rise up once more.
Aye. Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from malms around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
It doesn't the Alliance requirement
I have a plan.
that they need all Alamigo's support before they start? If the reach it counts enough, then so be it.
Pippin says our scouts recently informed me of an interesting development at Castellum Belladonna. Namely, the arrival of a shipment rumored to have come from the research and development facilities near the capital, containing prototype Magitech armor. It is our assessment that this armor is to be field tested here, most likely against Alliance forces. Mayhap before the day is out.
Mhigo says, damn it all, more Magitech weapons?
Better we take it.
Last thing we need.
We have the latest technology then.
Pippin says your concern is not unwarranted, but we needn't despair just yet. The shipment is thought to have contained a single heavy unit and 1 or 2 support units. With a well-laid ambush, we are confident we can destroy them all, hindering their development and delaying future deployment.
I guess you could destroy it too. Personally, I would have used it.
Raubon says, and should we carry this out as a joint endeavor with the Resistance, they will have their rallying cry.
Mhigo says it would mean dropping all pretense about the Alliance not wanting to go to war with the Emperor, but you'd have a lot more folk willing to stand up and fight if they knew they weren't alone. And you were going to have to do it eventually anyway.
Pippin says exactly. And so what I propose is simple. We harry their patrols to bait them into bringing their prototype weapons to East End, where our Resistance allies will take them from behind. Raubon says simple indeed, and well within our capabilities. I see no reason to delay, especially if a field test is imminent. What say you?
Mhigo says assuming the Vice Marshal's intelligence is accurate, I agree with his assessment and fully support his plan. I shall notify my comrades at once.
Pippin says understood. I shall have one of my men bring you the details of the plan anon.
Alright. Time to repair.
We for our part will be fighting with the Alliance, yes. How doubt you were intending to sit this one out.
Nothing for me here.
Raubon says we've been careful to avoid needless shows of force this side of the wall. But that's all about to change, and when it does, you may be sure they'll send their new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in this operation, but from that look I see it as a foregone conclusion. My thanks. For Pippin's plan, we need to turn East End into an Imperial graveyard. You're a dab hand at this, and I'd be a fool not to use you. Head to this spot on your map, right here. A patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well.
Alright then. I gotta give the Alliance their victory. Their head start, I should say. The Empire won't know what hit them. Since we all fighting together. Resistance and Alliance. And then we will have someone else. Someone new to the Alliance. This is our fight. No, you gave up. You didn't want his hands. My God, so small. Well, but they do pack a punch. Stun delivery. Now we gotta go back. No, go away. No, back where we came from. Will it leave me right there? There they are. Okay.
Raubon says all went to plan, then? Good. Our scouts report that a unit escorting the prototype weapons has left Castellum Velladine. The resistance is already in position, so we have but to wait for our guests to arrive.
Again, he's still stuck with that bear? 62. It's starting to get harder. So I'm gonna have to go to my class. Him?
Things looked grim for us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through.
What are these? Little ants.
It's like all my name days have come at once.
I guess again, your name day. You're too old to be thinking about name days.
Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head.
Is he gonna escape one more time?
That is, if my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush. Attack!
Let's see, he's a shooter. Alright.
Get after them, damn you! You'll be weeping blood!
What, he's gonna run away now? Of course.
He who fights and runs, what the dash? Who in the hells are you lot?
Mhigo says to Mhigo, let none escape.
So, detonate. Oh, nah. I don't think I have enough damage for that. Guys, I need your help. Oh, we did it.
Oh! Damn it all! Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I passed out of stools and...
Weak.
You'll pay for this! Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last!
Don't let him get away.
Aye, run and tell your viceroy. The day belongs to El Amigo. Yeah!
Raubon says well done, all of you. I'd call this operation a resounding success. Conrad says can't say I'm surprised. The Bull of Mhigo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Raubon says credit where it's due, Master Ken. It was Marshal Tarupin who made this plan, and all of you, Resistance and Alliance alike, who carried it out to perfection. Conrad says that they did. Not a single casualty, for which I'm grateful beyond words. I've no doubt our comrades back at the Reach will feel the same. Raubon says as will ours. Conrad says it's been a pleasure, General. Until the next battle. Nago, I leave the Scions in your care. Raubon says we shall return to the Castro. Then, Cyber, Mistress Leveilleur, once more you have my thanks. As Master Kemp said, until the next battle.
A nice little battle to make it easy for us to start getting used to fighting together.
Mhigo says I'd heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I always found myself pitying the Imperials. Seriously, though, it was inspirational. Ah, but you must be tired of hearing that. I'll keep it simple, then. Thanks for the help out there.
Ooh, okay. The material.
Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's get back to the Reach.
No, go away. Meet back at the Reach. Lice? I keep forgetting how his name is called. Lice? Liz?
You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what was asked of you, without hesitation, and for that we owe you a debt. Our victory may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value can't be overstated. Alliance and Resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons, and smashed them. The people will remember this day.
Conrad says that they will, for it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory. The beginning of a campaign by a united Eorzeal to drive the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action. But the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. To think that the last time Bredanian troops trod this soil was more than a century ago, during the Autumn War, and that was to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure, and it gives me heart to see that despite our acrimonious past, we can still come together for the sake of the future.
We will make headway. We will get through this and serve and feed all the villages in all the land.
The people will flock to our banners. Just you wait and see. Cyber, Alize, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance.
Conrad says owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your service, Science. Alphino says I see operations here have been proceeding apace in my absence.
Cool. Who's that person?
Alize says welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits.
These recruits look very strong.
Alphino says indeed. There were several amongst the Scions ranks that were quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance, whom I am come to present. Ehrenwald says, Commander Kemp, if I may. My name is Ehrenwald Lentinius. A half-breed, as you can doubtless tell. I'm here to fight for a free Alam Mhigo. For an Alam Mhigo where women like my
Half-breed?
mother are never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor.
Half-breed of what?
Conrad says, you are a true-born son of your Avignon, same as me. This is not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks, and the aid of the Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose to General Alden that we draw up plans for an assault on Castellum Belladonna.
Mhigo says then, in the meantime, we will make what preparations we can.
The Royal Palace. Is he still sleeping? Ooh. Oh god. This music sounds sus. The symbolism. What is that scarf? He's probably the same height of everyone if you just remove all that extra stuff. I can't get over that. Their flag looks like an emote.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Oriens and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges.
That's a cool mask.
Save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near total casualties.
Near total? Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor.
Fine day's work.
Fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live.
Oh my god.
However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
Yeah, he survived twice.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
Oh god. Yeah, he flinched. There's one for flinching. do for flinching? Oh, he's dead.
My lord,
You shouldn't have flinched.
Cowards who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes.
Oh boy.
Why? When confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands.
Wait, he's not the Emperor. I knew that the scarf was different.
Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my hounds.
Zenus Yeager.
And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
Yeah, they don't want to respond.
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
Oh boy. She's gonna be a hard one to deal with.
Mhigo says right. Then, I've got duties to attend to.
Alphino says mayhap we could assist you with said duties. We are here to help, after all. The three of you have been busy, so I will understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations.
Mhigo says we'd be grateful for any and all help you can offer. If you...
Nothing. I haven't been getting that many gifts recently. Let's see what we have now. That's an interesting outfit. Future rest. Let me get this quest and then let's be on our way.
Bev says I beg your pardon? The man who bested Gaius Van Baelsar wishes to offer me his assistance? I say, this is highly irregular, though I have heard it said you had a penchant for hating the common man. In which case, before the occupation I was a humble historian. While my duties leave me scarce time for aught else, I think it important that these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I had a mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, ask them their motivations for taking up this cause and so forth. You may take down their statements in this log. And, Cyber, thank you for your service. Now and ever after.
Actually, I want to do something. Can I surprise someone if I could just only find the crystal? This will only work if she's in an area where I can visit. Let's see. How do I visit? Maybe I have to go to a special. Let's go to Limsa. Yeah. You see how this is gonna work out. Oh, she might not be. Might not be in a place I could teleport. Or maybe. It's Lily's house. It's cute. I wonder what she's gonna say. I'm frozen in time. Actually, let me make sure this is her place, because if not, it would become very strange to write a message. Where is she? It must be in the wrong house. Let me read the plate. This is Lily's house, but she's not here. What is this? I grow here. Did she just happen to leave? Oh, that's a state teleportation. Obviously. Sunken Temple. If that's a place I can't get to, it's unfortunate. Oh, that's southern down, man. I could get there. She's doing dungeons. What's over there? Pretty sure I haven't unlocked this. Or have I?
Bibimu says, "Welcome to the sunken temple of Ka."
Nope, definitely not. Because this would have been open. What do you need?
Ulda N Naturalist says I was right. Stand in the desert long enough, and an adventurer is bound to come calling. So, can the end? Oh, I knew.
What am I supposed to do?
Inside each stone guardian.
Discover the secret behind the force. So I just fight the stone guardians. Is that it? Oh, these are the guys I'm supposed to fight. There's a ton of them around. Any more? Hey, fight! I'm really right in front of you. How many am I supposed to give her? As much as I can? I think it's powerful. That should be it. I think I found enough. What, 20? Let me see how much she needs. Oh, now you're aggressive. Alright then. Why are you running? You start losing and run away. 15, look at that. Oh, it's still not enough, okay. Nah, you ran away last time. Let's see how it is now. So that's 15, so around 20 should be good. That's 16. 17. 18. 'Anything else? Here's one more. $19 and then 20. $21 for good measure. No, he was way over. 22, 23.
The light.
Gotta wait a whole 40 seconds. Come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Give me the fates. All right. Looks like she is busy in another world. Well, it seems she's busy. Let's continue with our quests. The falls. Right? Yeah. Book with a bite.
In Mitra, says Cyber, I've had the most fascinating news. 'Twould seem that the ruins of ancient Alag have yielded to us a tome containing unknown secrets of the summoner's art. The tome in question is currently being kept under Rambro's watchful gaze at our dig site in Mordona. I'll be heading there shortly myself, but I would not begrudge you an earlier peek.
I don't know you would call a sprite. Jeez. A sprout level 65. Bet it's only 65 for one class. But we stay with our sprite. Because it also means I'm welcome to any help. Or I hope that's what it means.
Rambro says, ah. We uncovered it not terribly far from where we excavated the evoker's attire. I've judged the tome to be some manner of manual for summoning magic, but alas, I was unable to decipher the writings. 'Tis fortunate, then, that such a task falls directly within Mitra's field of expertise. Speaking of which, would you mind taking the book to her yourself? She sent word that she had been held up by some dreary business in Revenant's Toll. Pray do be careful.
They always just passing through here. Oh, back to base? Okay. Another one almost left. Wow, that's a cool photo.
Mitra says my apologies. A trifling but unavoidable matter prevented me from making directly for the dig site.
I wonder why I have that book for.
Oh my. 'Tis rather more shabby than what I've come to expect from the great works of Alag, but let's not be discouraged. The content is what truly matters.
It was an apprentice summoner who wrote this.
Question mark says a fine observation.
Who?
Principia says Principia, at your service.
Principia?
Humbly familiar with the doctrine of summoning.
What? Be careful, it's gonna eat you.
Have we awoken an essential tome from some ancient library. Cyber, we must keep it contained.
We're gonna fight it?
Principia says, have I somehow given offense? Strange, for I am not equipped with offensive capabilities. Imparting the art of summoning is my function, and instructional manual is my form.
Imitra says, a manual, you say?
Principia says correct.
It's about to destroy this book.
Summoners, I am bound to awaken and share with them the secrets of summoning. The young master there is in possession of an active soul crystal, yes?
Imitra says 'twas the soul crystal that awoke you.
Principia says correct. Only one who carries a soul crystal and is bathed in the ether of an icon may wield the powers of a summoner. I sensed one worthy of instruction, and was thus compelled to introduce myself.
Imitra says icon, that is the Allegan word for primal. Excuse my need to clarify the obvious, but you are a construct created to teach summoning magics to any potential student you encounter? Why would the ancients have deemed such a thing necessary?
Principia says summoning came into being for the purpose of eliminating beings, specifically those beings known as icons. Ahem, primals. Once these entities have all been vanquished, however, new Egi cannot be harnessed. Old summoners perish, and so, too, does their art.
Wait. If in a time all the primals appeared, how did that happen? How did they get all the primals to stop being summoned?
This bleak future that a certain master summoner said about crafting yours truly. Inscribed with arts of tremendous power, I exist to teach others how to safeguard their existence.
Imitra says fascinating. Your creation speaks to the heart of the discipline's rarity. Summoning harnesses the power of primals for the sole purpose of destroying them, and new summoners arise only in an age when primals are rife. With the absence of living mentors, a true succession of the art is never achieved. Principia, are you then to instruct Cyber in the lost secrets of Alag?
Principia says I am eager to oblige, but there are certain obligations. Ere the seal upon my higher knowledge can be unlocked, the student must first overcome the 3 challenges I am ensorcelled to present.
Okay.
Imitra says well, considering how it refers to primals as icons, I'm inclined to believe that we have an authentic Allegan relic on our hands. What say you, Cyber? Will you undertake these challenges?
Yep. I might open too many. Did I open too many? Yep. These crashes can't be good for the computer. I must do something about it. Oh boy, they kicked me out of the other server too. Where was I? I was with Reverend Toe, I remember. Alright. Let's do this checkpoint and then let's just continue. It's okay.
Oh my. 'Tis right.
Princip-
Imitra says, a manual.
It was
With the
Princip-
Imitra says, well, considering how it refers to primals as icons, I'm inclined to believe that we. Imitra says, mayhap not
Here we go.
wise to attempt that in the middle of town. Why don't we find ourselves a less populated area out near the singing shards?
The book's just walking? We could carry you. Don't want to damage the book. Alright. Let's test his knowledge.
Principia says, shall we begin the test of power?
Imitra says, Master, you treat your pupil as a superior.
Principia says such was the way in which I was written. Ah, and if my full name begins to tire your tongue, you are welcome to call me Prin or Pia.
Imitra says, ooh, I rather like it. Ahem. I mean, let us proceed with the challenge.
Principia. What is that? Oh my god. You summoned that? Yo, these books be summoning the craziest demons.
A crushing victory, Cyber. Who could argue the potential of modern summoning after that display?
Principia says you have bested the first challenge, Master. There are few summoners in Aleg's long history who boasted this degree of native might. Furthermore, that you have achieved such potency through naught but the study of ancient wisdom is simply astonishing. With a little polish to your technique, guiding you to loftier heights of power should be astonishingly simple.
Imitra says I thought Cyber's technique more than sufficiently polished.
Finally,
There is
the
room for
guidance.
improvement. I see we shall have to adjust our yardstick for perfection if we are to rival the practitioners of the past.
Principia says indeed. If you would know more of past practices, then you need only ask.
Imitra says actually, I do have a question for you, if you would indulge me, Cyber.
Okay.
Prin, in which age were you created? You appear to lack the technological advancements that were predominant in constructs in the latter days of Aleg's civilization.
Principia says another excellent observation. I was penned by Master Sari, a preeminent summoner of his time. He was, in fact, likely the last master summoner of the Allegan Empire's reign. Were I to date myself by your culture's notion of history, my creation would have taken place at a point just before the Empire's collapse. In other words, solidly within the richest era of etherochemical discovery. One might reasonably wonder why this wonderful science was excluded from my invention, and I assure you, there is a reason.
Not to be robbed.
In the beginning, the Allegans rose to superiority through their mastery of magecraft. It is told that the very first wielders of summoning magic made do with grimoires fashioned of leather and ink and parchment. There came a tipping point, However, when the mundane sciences began to progress with ever-growing rapidity, these advances were married with the arcane, and etherochemical technology was born. Even as the harnessing of lightning energies gave rise to new recording mediums, techniques were developed that allowed complex arcane geometries to be instantly plotted. Traditional grimoires were replaced by devastatingly efficient and elegant weapons. The convenience of these tools, however, did not lend themselves well to the instruction of initiates. Beyond such considerations, the new mediums could not be perused without dedicated machinery, and their manufacture was no simple matter.
Imitra says, and so the summoner who breathed life into you decided that tombstones and the like were not the ideal method for passing on his accumulated wisdom.
Yeah, because the summoners will only appear at times where they were back to the Stone Ages. In a book, it's easy to understand.
Principia says correct. He chose for me the primitive form of a book, and inscribed within my pages a bounty of potent incantations that required no machine to be cast.
Imitra says thank you, Prin. I thought only to satisfy my academic curiosity, but I found myself swept up in your description of the past. You truly are the creation of an incredible age. And thank you for your patience.
We're going all the way back to Gridania? But we still have 2 more challenges left. Now the book is here forever.
Cyber. We are one step closer to revealing and Prin will issue the next challenge after you've had the chance to. I've decided to keep the familiar here at my side for the moment. Oh, and pay no mind to Captain Wolf. He obviously wishes to secure my services for some task or another, but we have more important matters to attend to.
The next summoner quest will be available from Imitra upon reaching level 63. The requirements for undertaking subsequent quests can be reviewed in your journal.
I'm ready.
Greetings, Cyber. 'Twould seem that Prin would speak with us about the second challenge.
Principia says congratulations, Master. You are sufficiently prepared to undertake the next test.
Imitra says excuse me, Prin, but how can you tell?
Principia says by analyzing the patterns of Master's ethereal emanations, I can gauge the strength and precision of his recently cast incantations. Of course, Master must attempt the challenge itself before I can provide an evaluation to the proper degree of accuracy. This will be a test of skill. To administer this trial under the prescribed conditions, however, I must request the assistance of several more summoners.
Oh God.
Imitra says several more summoners. In this day and age, that will be no easy feat to arrange.
Dancing Wolf says come now, Imitra. The solution is right under your nose. Cyber, your deeds have caught the attention of the highest echelons of the Flames. After learning what you're capable of, we've begun the initiative to take our very own summoners into battle against the Primes. A number of soldiers under my command have already begun intensive training. I handpicked veteran survivors of our expedition against Ifrit, and they've been issued with soul crystals we claimed from the Assassins.
So we have more summoners now.
And Captain Wolf has been howling in my ear for days, begging to enlist your aid as some kind of drill instructor for the ethereally gifted.
Dancing Wolf says, but now you're in need of summoners for this trial of yours? Yes. I'm prepared to offer my regiment's full cooperation. All I ask in return is a few morsels of advice for the acolytes. Principia says it seems to me a fair trade, and my enchantments do not restrict me from instructing neophyte summoners in the fundamentals of the art.
Dimitra says very well. I suppose such an arrangement could prove convenient for us all.
Dancing Wolf says I need to look around. Meet me at Camp Blue Fog and I'll assemble the troops for inspection.
Nope. Let's see. Let's see what the future summoners are like. Let's see. Hey, they got interesting outfits. Let's see these outfits. Why? Why? What type of shirt is that? They just cover the breast area with two pieces of leather. Hey, when I was a summoner, it didn't matter what we wear. Whose decision was this to make this uniform? Dancing Wolf, you have a lot to explain for.
Looks like we're all here. Let's get on with the briefing, shall we? Principia says as you command. This second challenge will evaluate the elegance of your technique as opposed to the magnitude of your miasma. First, I shall infuse the eggy of your opponents with secondary enchantments, and then you are to engage the entities in combat.
Dimitra says Prin explained to me that the enchantments store the ether expended during the battle and allow for an in-depth analysis of your flair for death flares, as it were. In any case, I expect you'll pass with flying colors.
Dancing Wolf says right. I suppose you should know who you're up against. Designation and rank. Crispin says Summoner Crispin. Private, first class. We're grateful for what you can teach us, sir.
Denise says Summoner Denise. Sergeant. I'm new to spellcasting, but I've seen my share of combat, sir. Crispin and I are to fight you as a pair.
And you're a support?
Jajasamu says Summoner Jajasamu. Lieutenant. You've more than a few admirers in the barracks. Cyber, sir. But that don't mean we'll go easy on you. Dancing Wolf says enough chatter. Quick march to the training ground. Give the word to Crispin and Denise when you're ready to battle their Eggy, Cyber. After that, you'll be facing off against the Lieutenant's Beast. You won't be attacking my troops directly, so give it all you've got.
Okay. Damn, they ran away. Alright. We're ready.
Crispin says prepare yourself, sir. Denise and I will now summon our servants to battle.
Denise says a pair of Ifrit Eggy for you.
Where's the second-hand enchantment? Alright, let's keep it rolling.
Jajasamu says you finished warming up on the members, then? Cause even together, me mates Eggy don't hold a candle to the inferno I can summon. Right.
Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, that's a big one. What on my summon? There's a fair against mine. No, you got some strength to you. And of course, he gets in the way. Get out of here. Another one?
Ah, I had hopes for that one, but ye snuffed him out right quick. Not much of a trial, eh? Well then, you're lucky I fought another primal during me time. Aye, you're not the only summoner as can command more than one ethereal
Okay, okay, look at you. Look at you having two summoners. Two summons. I think that went pretty well.
Dancing Wolf says I hope my summoners put up enough of a fight for you. Anyway, shall we hear what the book has to say? Principia says I have ruminated upon the swirls and echoes of your battle, and the picture is clear. Your technique is, without a doubt, a thing of exquisite beauty.
Ooh, thank you.
Consider the second challenge conquered. Dancing Wolf says well, that's good news, if hardly surprising. After all, you did sweep the sticky like a storm through a field of dandelions. Jajasamu says me, thanks. You've opened me eyes. I see I've some work to do afore I've truly mastered this discipline.
No, you do very well.
Dimitra says I'm glad to know we've been of service. Now, we really must be returning to Gridornia.
Crispin says, thank you, sir. This was truly an enriching experience.
Denise says I pray train with us again in the future.
You guys have a prominent future. I expect high things from you. Alright, let's go. Oh no, I went to the wrong place. No. I wasted teleportation. What's going on over here?
Dimitra says congratulations, Cyber. With your impressive demonstrations of power and skill, you have already conquered 2 of Prin's 3 challenges. Ere we come to the final trial, however, Prin would further our education on Allegan summoning.
Oh, finally, the last one.
Principia says first, I would ask what you know of the rise and fall of summoning in the Allegan Empire. I was made to cover rather a lot of history. You understand?
I don't know that much.
Dimitra says from our research, we have learned that summoners were initially lauded as heroes for their success against the primals. when certain of these mages began to abuse the art's power for personal gain. However, the adoration of the populace shifted towards an oppressive hatred.
Principia says correct. We speak now of the latter half of the Third Astral Era. My creator, Master Sari, was one of those who expended his energies on the destruction of primals, even as he fled from relentless persecution. Alongside his disciples, he triumphed over Bellius and many other lesser enemies.
Bellius.
Imitra says Bellius. That was the name of the elder primal from whom Tristan once drew power. Master Sari must have been mighty indeed to defeat such a foe.
Principia says yet he still knew fear. The thought that the grand discipline of summoning would fade into oblivion was more than Master Sari could bear. And so he sought to preserve its legacy and provide for his successors. My creator was well versed in etherochemistry and held a particular interest in the technology of information. Broadly speaking, he researched methods for producing arcane geometries without grimoires, and experimented with machine-enhanced egg.
Machine-enhanced?
Deeming them unsuitable for the instruction of future generations. Hoping to provide guidance to those summoners yet unborn, he instead began writing and enchanting a work that would survive down the ages. He made me.
Just one?
Imitra says such an accomplished personage. Why, then, have I seen but scant mention of his name in Alex histories?
Principia says, as you have said yourself, it was an age when the adulation of summoners experienced an extreme reversal. It is likely that Master Sari's achievements were struck from the records, even as his loyal pupils were struck down in the streets.
Damn.
I was shut in a storeroom, abandoned to my slumber like some common treatise on trade agreements in the southern provinces, and thus I can tell you not of what befell my creator in his later years.
Imitra says I expected a dry recital on the history of summoning, but you've shared with us your personal narrative. 'Tis clear you hold a great deal of respect for Master Sari.
Principia says I am a familiar. I simply relay information as I was in spell. This lecture is now over.
So now what do we do?
Imitra says as you wish. Prim.well. Cyber, twould seem class is dismissed for the moment. I suggest you recuperate from this day's trial, and look toward preparing yourself for the final challenge.
Alright, so am I high enough level? I guess so. Level 65.
The time has come, Cyber. Prim is ready to administer the final trial.
Principia says yes. Your third challenge is at hand, Master. I shall be glad to at last share the wisdom that has long lain dormant within my pages.
Imitra says thus far we've had evaluations of raw power and refinement of skill. What, then, will this third challenge seek to test?
Skill?
Principia says, I cannot tell you.
Imitra says cannot, or will not?
Principia says I do not keep this detail from you for the sake of my own amusement. It must be secret. Were you aware of the test's purpose, such knowledge would unfairly affect its outcome.
Okay.
What I will tell you, however, is that this trial requires conditions that are akin to an actual battlefield. As such, I must ask that you call fellow summoners to your side and arrange a location where you might join hands against a most realistic primal threat.
Imitra says well, this ought to be welcome news to Cap. Greetings, this is Imitra, Imitra, of the Sons of Saint Coinage. I have a favor to ask. Well, Captain Mhigo is more than eager to accept our request. He even offered to arrange exclusive use of a section of seal rock. It seems there will be an airship waiting in Ul'dah to fly us to the island. Shall we rendezvous at the landing once you are prepared, then?
Okay.
Principia says this will be the final and most grueling challenge. Pray ready yourself, Master, that you are not reduced to so much gruel.
You know, we'll do our best. Which, speaking, I have to replenish the potions I have on hand. Oh, instead of potion, I have max potion. There we go. Alright. Let's make moves. Airship landing.
Who could that be? Oh, Summoner Jajasamu. How might I? Pardon? By whom? We dash, Lieutenant. Can you hear me? Blast. The call was...
What?
Their situation sounds dire indeed. All the summoners are crippled by injuries, and Captain Wolf alone fights to keep the foe at bay. Our planned battle has become rather more real than we anticipated. We'd best explain matters to the pilot and arrange a rescue party.
Let's go then, we gotta go.
Elite Flyer said, I'll put in a call for reinforcement.
Alright. It's been a while since we've done a quest that's for higher level. That we're careful, we should be able to do it. I see something over there. Response detected. Oh, here we go. Anyone else? Another survivor located. Jesus, what happened here? How is he gonna apply pressure? Where? Oh, I see. Oh, Jesus. Ah, the potential has arrived. Shall we test your limits? Wait, what is over there? What is that? Off-center summoner? There he goes. Now he's targeting me. Who are you aiming at? Uh-oh. That was strong. What in the world? Oh, okay. You want to fight like that? We give them a fight like that. Consume skill. Who's attacking? How many help does he have? Alright. Are these the mechanical eggies he was talking about? Uh-oh. The dancing wolf is low. We gotta end this quickly. Hey, the dancing wolf did it.
Question mark says anomalous potential confirmed. Commencing scan.
What?
Latent ethereal capacity. Immeasurable. Standard parameters exceeded. Reinitializing system.
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Dancing Wolf says what? He wants to go another round? Principia says, Master, sorry? How have you come to be here?
Imitra says, Master, surely you do not mean that sorry?
Sorry says, Principia, they have woken you. This should suffice.
Imitra says, what did you do to Prin?
Sorry says the construct is unharmed. I simply added another
Oh,
layer
God,
of
another
security.
challenge?
Disappoint me, Summoner. I will be waiting.
No, boy.
Imitra says, how odd. The way he vanished was almost as if.
Dancing Wolf says Thal's teeth. What was that all about? Bah. We'll discuss this back in Ul'dah after we've seen to the wounded.
Oh, poor guys. Let me see. How are you guys?
Denise says, I felt Thor's hand on my shoulder for a
Oh,
moment.
God.
But Miss Imitra's magics brushed it away. Thank you for...
Crispin says that was like to a nightmare. What manner of
Yeah.
can command so many Eggy at once? Jajisamu says that Bloke called up an army all by himself, and I'm pretty sure some of them weren't Eggy.
That seems hacks.
Dancing Wolf says you arrived in the nick of time. Cyber. Thanks to you, my soldiers survived that ambush, and they'll be fit for duty again after a bit of rest. Crispin says you have our gratitude. If you hadn't plunged into the fray like that, we almost certainly would have perished. Jajisamu says ye said that Bastard was Master sorry, didn't ye? A summoner of ancient Alag? Did them mages have some way of coming back to life?
I don't know. I know I could resurrect people, but
Dancing Wolf says all right.
that has to be recent.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Denise says, well, he was wielding summoning magics unlike aught we've ever seen before. Maybe Prin has some idea. Imitra says,
We could ask him here. Jesus, you guys. You guys like traveling. There's no reason to run away. And what does he have for me? No. You could head to the Ghost Saucer right now. Take advantage of it right here. Now let's see. Our earnings potential. You have to get that 1 million. Or 1 billion. I think it was 1 billion. Oh God, really? If not the party finder. Alright, then let's head to our home then. Can we head from here? No. Redonia it is. Oh, whoops. My mic was off. That's starting to become a habit. I gotta work on that. I just came from Odin. I was coming to visit you. I bet you were in a dungeon. I was waiting outside. I was like, when is she gonna come out? How's your day going? Oh, sorry to hear about that. No, no worries. It's quite alright. I'm more than happy that you decided to come by. I'm here for whatever you need. I was just... I did 2 quests for the main story, and then I'm just doing my class quests.
The only aspect that gives me pause is his behavior. Master Sari was never one to offer harm to others with such callous indifference.
Mitra says I would say there is a larger inconsistency to consider here. Prim, your creator supposedly died several thousand years ago.
So could it be...
says there is one other possibility. The greatest minds of Alag unlocked a science known as cloning, by which they could artificially create a replicant of a living being. Sealed rock is, after all, a construct ion of the Elegant Empire. Assuming the individual you battled was indeed a clone of Master Sari, then my senses would recognize no appreciable difference.
Geez, so that's why you could alter your power. Oh, another thing, because I was trying to figure out where you were, I went by and visited your estate, I think. It's the one with the candy outside, right? I wasn't sure it was yours, so I didn't leave a message.
Imitra says an exact copy of the original person would explain much, but the very thought of it is horrifying.
Speaking of which, I didn't realize, but you fixed your computer, right? That's why you were able to join me the other day. Were they able to find like an original screen?
Oh, and did he not tamper with
No,
the
it was on
materials?
PlayStation.
Truly unharmed?
Principia says my faculties are undimmed, but the wisdom I was to impart to Master has been sealed behind an arcane lock. I can do nothing, only my creator holds the key.
So what do I do now?
Imitra says then your secrets are lost to us. If only Cyber had been able to attempt that third challenge.
That thing was the third challenge, I think.
Principia says attempt? Master has already passed it. Allow me to explain. The third challenge is a test of the summoner's nature. Thus does the trial require the presence of companions and a realistic threat. Master Sari's ambush did, of course, bring an unexpected dimension to proceedings. Yet Master leapt to the aid of his fellow summoners without hesitation, and braved considerable danger to see that they were safely rescued, selfless acts that more than qualify Master as a worthy successor.
Imitra says I had wondered why power and skill were not sufficient. Sari wished to see his teachings passed on to summoners of noble heart.
But I guess he changed in his later years. Now he's evil.
Principia says correct. He could not countenance the idea that such knowledge might be put to evil ends. Now you understand why his display of violence so confused me.
Imitra says I, and all the more reason to suspect an impostor. But whatever this man's identity may be, we will track him down and make him remove that seal. Your purpose is too important.
My purpose.
Principia says, and I will assist you in any way I can. The Master Sari that made me would not stand to see his memory profaned with such wickedness.
I am hungry. What should I get?
Says well said, Prin. For an enchanted stack of ink and parchment, you have an impressively developed moral compass.
Principia says I possess neither morals nor a compass. I merely follow my enspelled directions to guide worthy summoners. If I give the impression of such characteristics, then mayhap I am
Yes, I'm hungry, Ira. No, I was looking at Uber Eats. What should I buy? It's been a long week for me, so I'm thinking something filling. I might get some Mexican or some Indian food.
Imitra says no.
Which one should I get?
You're fine.
Do you have an idea?
Forget I mentioned it. I will see if I can unearth more detailed records of Master Sari. Mayhap the story of his later life will aid us in
Oh no.
his present mystery.
That means I have to wait longer to get a new skill. Yep. Off the record. 68. Wow. Nope, I'm not good at deciding stuff. Okay. I will think about it as I go on. Also, if someone has a special deal, I'll get that too. Let's see. Now we go back to the reach. I'm gonna get Al Pastor. Looking at this pig. Make him into a taco. It's dangerous flying on this pig when I'm hungry.
Melissa says I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. I took a liking to the fighters. They believed, you know. And there's always a need for cooks, or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties turn up. You want to help, do you? Seeing as how I'm in no position to leave the stew pot unattended, could you go and ask Ted for a variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so of whatever he's got on hand.
Sprigs? Oh no, it's a cooking quest.
Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, so long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back.
I'll tell you. Let's see, what should we make? Let me look up the ingredients and I'll make something good. Actually, there's a ton of quests, so let me speak to all of them. Do everything in one go. Now, what do you have?
Teb says herbs. Is it? 6 sprigs of whatever's on hand? Afraid I can't spare that much. You'll take 2.
I'll be glad of it. No, everything's gonna be unseasoned.
The remainder you'll have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much of a bother, though. You'd be surprised what you can find growing underfoot, even in the reach.
So what good? Some rosemary, some thyme, maybe some garlic powder, and we can make something real yummy. Oh, I literally searched. Okay. Right, herbs. What we got here? Mint? I guess. What time is it?
Ewok says, aren't you the Icon Slayer? Damned if I know why you bother asking someone like me why I'm in existence. But it's simple. If I
What?
wasn't fighting for all Mhigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with them or not.
Oh.
You may as well make the most of it. Food, training, citizenship if you live long enough. You'll die stealing someone else's land. Like as not.
No,
It's the choice.
at least you're honest.
I'd rather die here.
Oh, they're all the way up there. Oh boy. What? Oh. Look at him showing off your mount.
Araya says why? Why indeed? To save lives, perhaps. Or my father and my brothers were worked to death while
Oh.
history. What did it matter to the Gallians, eh? More where that lot came from. After that, I couldn't keep on doing nothing.
Let's see, what else we have? We already have fragrant. Now we need something savory. There we go. More fragrant herbs.
Ananta Battlemaid says you look like a strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I am a trainer,
Task.
and I was told to protect new recruits to stay, yet nary one
Stay.
Given the wrong time or location. I do not know.
Reps.
They number 5 in all. These would-be warriors. Send them on to me. Should you
Send them.
chance to find them.
She's a Slytherin. Speaking of which, there is supposed to be a Hogwarts event coming up soon. They said check your emails. If you have the Pottermore logged into the Pottermore newsletter. And we've been waiting all day. Still nothing has came up. I think they're gonna have an event like worldwide. Different countries are gonna have one. They're supposed to be releasing today the tickets, but I have yet to see any. Let's see. One more herb should be down there. By the water. He's ready to fight. Put you on the front lines.
Training? God, I was so busy practicing to impress the others that I completely forgot.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that person. Not in here? Okay. Oh, there you are. Why are you hiding? Go back to work.
Brooding recruit says, 1,000 pardons. So preoccupied was I by the question of whether Mhigo should be a monarchy or republic that I...
Based on you guys have like different branches, I'll say republic.
Until we drive the Imperials from our lands, the question is moot.
That's good. You're thinking about the future. Let's see, you got 6 herbs. Do your best with that.
That will do nicely. And, sorry to impose upon you, sir. The new recruit. Didn't realize until after that you were, But to answer the question that's probably on your mind, yes. It's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some for the cause. Though that comes at a cost, too. Too many villages, too many children more deserving than us.
Yeah.
But a man can't fight on an empty stomach, can he? So we partake, as we must, and we never lose sight of the dream.
Very good.
Earnest recruit says the teacher calls for you. I see. We were discussing
Oh yeah, yes. That's the excuse.
You see, and
No. I am a legend for the excuse for homework, so I want to hear this. I heard it all. And what's up here? I should have already collected all the herbs. What do you have for me? Faint-hearted recruit. Oh boy.
faint-hearted recruit says, oh bugger, you were sent by the weren't you? I heard 1 in 4 recruits doesn't live through their training.
Oh boy. At least he left me right here. Ooh. Wait, this place is nice. Is this some sort of temple? Hey, it's you.
Ritmer says why'd I join the Resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to avenge a friend the Imperials butchered before my very eyes, back in Mhigo. We owned a stall in the markets, and a passing soldier snatched up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a fulm of steel in the gut for his troubles. I found my way here, and that was that.
One moment. This place looks nice at night. All the lamps, the campsites.
Bev says well met, Cyber. Have you spoken with the freedom fighters as I...
Oh, there it is. I knew that book was for something.
As fascinating as they are very. You have a knack for convincing others to bare their hearts to you. I could not have done better myself. Many years from now, when these tempestuous times pass into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. We must never forget.
There's one more quest out there. One more person to find. I keep getting spam calls these days. Very annoying. You know, it's a long while where I stopped getting them. But I feel like after the breach that happened with all the Americans being social security number getting leaked, which is insane that happened. It's probably gonna happen more often now. And look at this place. Oh, funeral. The graveyard.
Says I know. I'm late, but I had to say a prayer for my sister first. After what the Imperials did to her, death was a mercy.
Speaking of this actually looks like something that I made before. I could show it at the end of the stream. I made it a long time ago, so it may not look that great, but it looks kind of like this. I was just practicing for a course. And that's it. You should have all your students now.
Ananta Battlemaid says all recruits are prescient and accounted for.
Strider.
Not all appreciate the rigor with which I train my recruits. Some favor a gentler approach, as if the Imperials will be so kind. 'Tis a thankless job to teach, some say, but I say there's survival is thanks enough.
He is saying it. He's saying it with the extra S's. And with that, we're ready.
Swarthy resistance fighter says damn it all. Where could it have got to? Oh, pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. You haven't seen a ward of the Destroyer anywhere?
Mm.
Maybe on the ground, as
Oh.
a certain bloody fool had dropped it? I've been in. That much I know for certain, and I've not left the Reach since, so it's got to be around here somewhere. If you've got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of the Fist earlier, so it might be there. As for me, I'll look around near the officers' pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know, and I could just as easily buy another, but even so, please, help me find it.
I mean, if we could find it, makes no sense to buy another one. You gotta save your money. It's not like you have a salary. What was that? That was a TV? The TV mount? Where do you leave it? And how did you get up there? Oh, in the tunnels. You left in the tunnels. Let me just check in here. Nope. There it is.
I swear, I've searched high and low.
Here you go. Don't lose it.
7 hells, that's the one. That's my lucky ward. You're a godsend,
Hmm.
brother. Before I was born, my mother made a pilgrimage to the Temple of the Fist, where she, like many others, received the blessings of the monks.
Okay.
And then Theodoric came and burned it all to the ground, the mad bastard. And after him came the Garleans, who cared even less for our beliefs.
Damn.
But I still keep to the old ways, as do many others. And when my son is born, I'll teach him the stories and the scripture, as my mother taught me.
That's how you keep the faith alive. Now I think we've done enough. When are we gonna get more recruits?
Alphino says, and with that, another task is complete. Ah, Cyber. I hear you have been keeping busy.
Mhigo says aye, that he has, and we thank him for it.
Conrad says it pleases me to inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training and stand ready to contribute. As discussed, Mhigo, I would have you present my proposal for an assault on Castellum Veladine to General Alden personally.
Mhigo says of course, sir. Are you and yours planning to return to Castrum Oriens before the operation? If so, why don't we travel together?
Alright, let's set up.
Alphino says that seems a fine suggestion, but I must consult my comrades ere we depart.
Mhigo says very well. I will wait for you at the pass, but not too long.
Alphino says I expect Krull and Ishtola will wish to remain here to support the career.
Oh boy, we have a link shop. Let's just call them. You know, I understand though. Sometimes I like to do stuff in person. But they really underutilize their link shells. Or could it be prohibited? Because there's a secret base of some sort. I wish I could go down in the water. Like dive a little.
Ishtola says him is autumn, miss? I see. That would explain the sudden flurry of activity outside.
You're gonna be expecting much more injured soon.
Alphino says this joint operation marks a turning point in our conflict with the Garleans. For the first time, the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to capture an Imperial outpost in occupied territory. Personally, I believe it is imperative that we offer them our full support. As was the case with Ishgard. However, this is not a choice to be made lightly, nor less on others' behalves. This is war, and every scion must decide what part he or she would play.
Lee says I'll fight. For Mhigo, for my father, for Ida. I'm in it to the end. Alize says the choice was made for us ere we were born, brother, when the Empire marched on Eorzea. They will stop at nothing to subjugate or slaughter us all. Van Baelsar and Van Darnus were but the first to try.
Alphino says, though your fervor is surprising, I cannot dispute your logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I am of course of the same mind. The present situation is untenable, and further complicated by the existence of Ilbert's primal. I believe we have no recourse but to directly and openly intervene.
Ishtola says, I thought this a foregone conclusion given our actions thus far, but if you require renewed affirmation, then yes, I am still wholly committed to this cause. For it is ultimately the selfsame cause I have served since first I pledged to serve Master Louisoix and the Circle of Knowing, the salvation of Eorzea, by any means necessary. That said, I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment,
Yeah.
and doubtless more to come after.
They gotta prepare the beds.
Kryl says I came here for Minfilia, and that hasn't changed. However, I'd like to stay with Ishtola for now and tend to the wounded.
Alphino says as for you, Cyber, you are, to quote our dear friend Lord Edmond, the man who slew Gaius Van Baelsar and some half besides. Your presence may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Many look to you as a hero, and heap great expectations upon your shoulders. But you, like every scion, must decide for yourself.
Is there ever a question? We can but carry on for those who we lost and for those we have yet to save.
Well said. Well said indeed.
Alize says take care, Ishtola, Kryl, and do not hesitate to contact us should you require assistance. Lise, I will
Lise,
ask
that's
that
the
you remain
one.
here, by Conrad's side.
What?
We should go, or Nago will leave without us.
Alphino says, might I persuade you to join us, Cyber? Should you wish to give your decision further consideration, Castor Morians would seem an apt place to do it. You need not answer right away. I am sure I can convince Mhigo to wait a little longer.
What? What are we waiting for? Are you telling me to just get my stuff in order? I have everything ready. Ooh, look at these crystals. I didn't know. Never noticed this. Um. I think that's all. Let's be on our way. Well, speaking of which, now can I buy stuff from you guys?
Splendor's vent.
That is crazy. I am the main house. I already talked to you guys. Alright. I gotta put this as a keybind or something like that because I keep forgetting to use it. My chocobo is not gonna level up if I don't use it.
Alphino says, so you will be accompanying us? Full glad am I to hear it.
Mhigo says also.
Oh, just straight, okay. Scary looking guy. Southeast. A little longer, we'll be right there. Oh, shortcut? Oops.
Raubon says, welcome back, comrades. What news?
Mhigo says greetings, General. I am come at Commander Kemp's behest to brief you on the latest developments at the Reach. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamhagans, our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks in large part to the efforts of the Scions. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak.
Raubon says good. I gather Conrad is eager to strike while the iron's hot?
Mm-hmm.
Mhigo says just so, General. He proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castellum Veladina.
Pippin says capture Veladina? That will not be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we are ever to push east towards the capital. Raubon says there is no profit in delay. It is only a matter of time before the Garleans learn of our plans and summon reinforcements.
Yeah, and then the whole battleship is gonna come.
The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Tell him to take no chances. Bring every able-bodied Alamhigan who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Veladina watched. Assess its defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I would know this once.
Alizé says if there is no objection, General, might the Scions join Marshal Tarapin?
Raubon says by all means dot if that is all. Let us be about it. Alphino says
Alizé says Conrad and the General are of one mind, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. While this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end, what losses will we suffer in the meantime?
Yeah, we have to prepare.
We should speak with the Vice Marshal about this reconnaissance mission and see how he would like to proceed.
If we could take the castle without losing one life, that would be absolutely amazing. No? No ring? No earring? This earring is too good.
Pippin says, thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we do not have the ill fortune to run afoul of an Imperial patrol. Come, our destination is beyond East End, just north of Veladina.
Speak with Pippin. Alright. Let me see how many. The fridges. I think I'm in the fridge. 2 more and then 5 quests. Oh boy. There's one over here. Let me just see what he needs. Get that one out of the way. Oh my god, that was loud.
Loiskier says Cyber Bolt of the Twin Adders. We've misplaced a number of Garlean drones taken from Baelsar's wall. And by misplaced, I mean the damn thing sprang to life. Being familiar with Magitech as you are, I can think of no one better to assist us if you would be willing to help.
Nippenfer says Cyberbolt. Your assistance is greatly appreciated. The drones were not in our possession for very long, but a cursory and they are all but impervious to traditional firearms, which is why we commissioned Garland Ironworks to fashion a weapon capable of penetrating their armor. It has since been fitted to a suit of Magitech armor, which,
Oh,
if I
okay.
am not mistaken, this would not be the first time you've piloted one of these suits. It should take you no time, then, to... Now, the drones were last sighted due east of here and to the...
Amazing. I could get even there faster now. Don't mind if I borrow this for my next quest. How'd I miss? I guess I can't use it on them. Oh, I'm getting damaged. Alright, that's all.
Skier says welcome. We were quite fortunate for your presence. Save for Lieutenant. I only pray that it. At any rate, we will continue.
Oh my god. How? Again, my mic. Alright, I said I was gonna get water, but if you haven't heard me talking for a good minute, then I have to make up that time by talking now. I gotta make it red, the button, because so I can tell quickly if it's on or off. But it wasn't really riveting stuff, so this doesn't matter. No, leave me alone. What is this? What happened here? Bittermel. What a rough town this is. The place is called Bitter? In the east end. What is that? These like ants just gigafied to the size of elephants. You sure you want to meet up with them? Look at them, they're right there. I can't even escape them. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whew. Think speedy. I didn't think I was gonna make it to that one.
Pippin says this ought to be close enough. Now we settle in for a long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep your weapons at the ready, in the event a passing patrol stumbles upon us or worse. Upon reconnoitering Castellum Velladina, several cutscenes will play in sequence.
Okay.
It is recommended
Movie
that you
time.
set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety.
63. That means it's gonna be 67 or something. I hope it doesn't disconnect in the meantime while we're watching.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Smoke! There! Is that...
Oh my gosh.
It's Rhalga's reach.
He got in.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
No, no.
Forward! Forward! Give them no quarter!
You! Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine!
Oh god.
Methrid! Hells take you!
Oh my god. He came over here? Holy shit.
Well, well. Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Seven hells! It's him! It's Xenos!
The Viceroy? Oh, you are a dead man! Ah!
So spirited, and yet so empty. A magical barrier. Alas,
You're gonna change sword.
it will not save you.
What? It's not fatal.
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line!
No, they got completely wiped. This new guy. Only after he came did they attack.
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught.
Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern.
If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
We're taking so long. We should have just ran straight in. But no, that's not smart. Okay, we got a more open field. I like it. Take him out already. Yeah, it's taking too long.
took you so long? Alpha, no, I need your help. My lord, the prisoners!
See to your men, Pylus.
As you command, my lord.
Yeah, they're all dead. See your men.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
Here we go. First try. Can we?
Be gone! Give me something to remember.
Oh boy. It's a tactical fight it is, huh? What? There we go, thanks. Boy, I'm barely doing any damage on him. I'm still good? What? I was fine.
Pathetic.
Seven hells.
Wise decision. Not the time.
Shall we give chase, General?
Nay, there has been enough death this day. See to the wounded.
Aye, sir.
lad.
We just got lucky.
Do not doubt it.
But I'm still here. It didn't take me down completely. My God. We just recruited a ton of men. It has to be the work of a spy.
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on! Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work. The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise?
Of course.
I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
Gotta use my heal spell to use now. But it does very little heal.
Raubon says you did well, Simon. You saved lives. No matter what happens, remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. See to the wounded, Simon. If they live, help them. If not, move on.
Move on. Oh boy. I don't really have the skills to determine if someone will live or die. Oh my God. I was just here. Mefred.
Mefred lies motionless, having breathed his last. Clenched in his fist is a small charm, which you take for safekeeping. Huey Youth says he was already cold when I got to him. There was naught I could do. That charm must have been important. You'd best take it to Conrad.
That's why they made me talk to all these people. Where I could see everyone before they died. That's so mean. Wasn't he just healthy? He like just got recovered. At least you're awake.
Conrad says Mhigo? Mefred? Where are you?
Mhigo maybe. Mefred? I'm sorry.
This is. He's dead, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Mefred was a warrior, always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 mobs so that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though that only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men in Quarry Mill away because he thought they were fighting for him, and not the cause? Well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. But that's exactly the kind of man who should be leader. The kind of man who deserves to survive. Not an old fool who's all used up.
So we lost one.
There's no logic to it, Master Kemp. There never is. Who stands, who falls? In the heat of battle, we can but do our best, as he did. Mefred will be sorely missed, but because of his sacrifice, many now live who otherwise would not, and they need us now more than ever. Conrad says that they do. Forgive me. I had high hopes for him, is all. Pippin says our defeat was no mere thing. It was total, a humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault.
They have to fall back to the wall.
Afford to dwell on our failure. As Alphino said, it is those who survived whom we must think of now. Ralger's reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castor Moriens will need to be taken by Chocobo carriage. Agreed?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I shall oversee preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during the journey.
Gotta get some band-aids.
Araya says forgive me, but it is imperative that I can... Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take the... I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention.
Alright. Potions? Maybe antibacterial stuff. Some band-aids. Clean water. Hand sanitizer if they had it. I think that's it. We gotta leave now. Even though this place is great.
Flame Courier says, sir. Marshal Tarupin said you might have... Well be praised. This should put the driver's hearts at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders.
Kryl says Ishtola and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry, I'll be by her side the entire time.
Alphino says, thank you, Kroll.
Lise says I'll walk alongside. They'll need protection in case the Garleans try anything. Hang on. You're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages?
Conrad says I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished.
I better make it.
As you wish. Then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. To Castor Moriens.
Now we have to take a look at that blade. Why did it fail? I mean, thankfully it failed, but...
Conrad says you saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains, our forces were decimated. In this state, we'll not be mounting an assault on Castellum Velladina or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects. But first, we need to put our affairs here. Alphino says understood. We will go and speak with General Alden.
The general came by quickly too, so it's not like there was a delay in that aspect. But he can't fly on the water.
Raubon says Pippin has already departed with the wounded. Has he? Good. We have completed our search of the Reach and the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straightways to Specula Imperatorus after quitting this place. It would seem he's lost interest in us. Alphino says, which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. Raubon says in war, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away, but Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor the place to think of it. I will leave a token force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castor Morians. We can discuss our path forward there.
We have to talk to the rest of the Alliance. We need more resources. We can't be taken out like this.
Lise says Kryl is with Ishtola. She still hasn't woken up, but Kryl says she is through the worst.
Alphino says given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery.
Lise says we lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen. When that Skull's commander cut down Mefred. A single blow, and that was it. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. And do you want to know the worst part? It wasn't a Garlean who did it, it was an Alamhagan. Gods help me, if I ever, no. Not now. Not while the general's waiting. Alize says, oh, Lise.
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
We lost this battle, we continue on.
I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefred with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Grania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation.
You have to get rid of them then.
Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors, but they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo?
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The warrior.
Hey, I was still doing a good fight.
He's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varus's heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
We take the fight to Doma is very strange, even though I know that's where it's gonna go.
Well, to put it simply, we have one legatus overseeing two provinces a world apart. I say we divide and conquer. We kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more, thereby forcing Xenos to fight a war on two fronts.
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised, and I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there. And make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
And you gotta go back to infirmary.
And we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Mhigo has suffered enough.
Alphino says it goes without saying, but the Scions alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government, here or anywhere else. And I am quite certain the same can be said of the Doman Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can but go and assess the situation for ourselves, and see what can be done. Lest you doubt what good we few can accomplish, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed to these lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain doom. Brave souls with an impossible task. And Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the multitudes whom we would free from imperial oppression, whom we will free.
Oh my god, so close to leveling up. We need to get stronger to take him down.
Alizé says where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life, there is cause to hope. Our grandfather believed that, and so do I. But before we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. Avad is not exactly over the river and through the woods.
Alphino says I am one step ahead of you, dear sister, or rather, Tataru is. But before we discuss
Oh my god.
there is another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like it if we could all make this journey together, someone will need to remain to serve as liaison to the Alliance and the Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Ishtola cannot be left unattended.
Kral says, then I should obviously remain. Very well. Issue addressed. You know, Alphino, it would have been quicker just to ask, and Mark would be less patronizing.
you be willing to look after Ishtola and provide support to Erinvold and the others?
Krile says yes, Alphino. I will dot you see. That wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip, and don't you dare return with a gift.
Alphino says, oh, I would not dream of it, right, then. Sister, Cyber, Lise, gather your things. We are for Limsa.
Oh, you go from there? Really? Sleep attire. Alright, where do we go now? On the upper decks. Nope, I think it's that way.
Kataru should be here any moment with our ship's captain.
Lise says so we're going by sea after all. Is Merylwib lending us our pick of the Crimson Fleet?
Alphino says not. Exactly. You are right, inasmuch as we will be traveling by sea. Regrettably, it is simply not feasible for an airship to travel such a distance without impossibly large fuel.
I don't know, the Enterprise might do it.
The inevitability of running afoul of the Empire's aerial defenses. But then it
That
is
too.
infeasible to sail an Eorzean Alliance vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice. Which leaves us with only one other option. Ah, speak of the devil.
The pirate?
Tataru says sorry to keep you waiting. May I present to you Captain Carver Lane of the Kraken's Arms?
I think I remember him.
Alize says the Kraken's Arms. You made a deal with pirates.
Carvalin says greetings and salutations, Science. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement? Alphino says not at all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister her outburst. She has ever been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, am the very soul of discretion, as many well-respected personages would attest, from the offices of the Admiral, to the high houses of Ishgard. Ah, but where was I? Oh, yes. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it is important that you are aware of certain extenuating circumstances. Carvalin says, and intent on securing passage to the Far East, you came to us knowing us to be the proud purveyors of said region's finest spices.
Alize says, which you steal from gods fearing merchants out on the high seas.
Carvalin says whatever privateering the Kraken's Arms may or may not engage in is strictly within the limits of the law, as set forth by our indefatigable keeper of the peace. More to the point, we are pragmatists. I see considerable risk in aiding your cause, and negligible profit.
Right.
Tataru says, well, I for one think the captain has a point. The five seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor, unfortunate soul has to come to grief out there on the waves. Why, when we were in Ishgard, I heard the tragical tale of how the heir to House Durender vanished at sea. Even now, Nearly 20 years
Oh,
later,
he's calling him out?
Count remains convinced that his son still lives and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts.
Carvalin says ha ha ha.
Wait, what was that face? Oh my god.
Truly a tragedy for the ages, and a testament to the misfortunes that may befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you are prepared to abide the capricious whims of fate, I am willing to oblige you this once. That said,
My guy can't over her face.
I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Doma itself. I can take you only as far as Kugane, in Hingashi. We will require time to procure sufficient provisions and make ready for departure. I humbly suggest you do the same.
Yeah, do not know what's that about, but her face was hilarious.
Alphino says suddenly, all those hours Tataru passed cavorting and capering at the Forgotten Night seem rather better spent, do they not?
Mm-hmm.
That said, I had intended to press the point more obliquely. And there was something disconcerting about the pleasure Tataru took in making Captain Carvalin squirm.
Syrian lights. Where is that? Increases damage self by self and nearby party by 5%. There we go. I could replace that with sleep. No, not lucid dream. I need lucid dream. Oh wait, gradually restores own MP. Oh, this is pretty good. I thought it was like one-time use. I mean, just a fixed amount, not gradually. I should use that in the beginning of battle then.
To our own preparations while they ready the vessel for departure. Kataru and I will procure the necessary supplies. Alizé, I should be grateful if you would use the time to brief Oriange on recent developments. You may also wish to review the relevant safety procedures in the event of an emergency at sea.
He's coming?
Alizé says how very prudent of you. Very well, I shall go and speak with him. What of Cyber and Lise?
Alphino says I would like the two of you to return to Revenant's Toll and speak
What?
with our Doman allies. I fear we know too little of their homeland, and any information they can provide would be most welcome. When we have completed our respective tasks, we will reconvene here at the ferry docks. Agreed?
Lise says sounds like a plan. Let's go, Cyber.
Now, who's their Doman ally?
Well, here we are. We'll need to talk to lots of people, so I think we should split up. I'll ask around at the House of Splendors. You take the Rising Stones. I'll meet you here after. Got it?
Inside? Okay. Just give me one moment.
Efemi says Tataru. Hitchri says greetings, Cyber. What? You are for Doma? Heavens! You scions have shown us naught but kindness, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine you would fight for our homeland. For 25 years we suffered under their tyranny. And then we spied an opportunity, the Emperor, dead. Gala mauled in chaos. It seemed the time was ripe. Beneath our Lord's banners we gathered, and fought to reclaim our nation.
Oh
But
God.
when Xenos arrived with the 12th Legion, it was over in an instant.
So that's why he killed him, because he was indeed weak for the 12.
Hosen says, what is it, my friend? You look as though you have something to ask. That you go to join Yugadi and Gasetsu in the fight fills me with such joy. Ah, forgive my exuberance. You require information, yes? We of the Naga-e clan have served Doma faithfully for generations. My ancestors held positions within Doma Castle, even. Now it is home to the Imperial Viceroy's witch, and her host of men and Magitech. To think that what was once the shining symbol of our heritage, and the seat of dear Lord Kane, has become a den for Garlean dogs.
Lauren Kane, finally we know the name. Homie, tell me what you know.
Hame says you are truly planning to travel to Doma? I do not know what to say, forgive me. I shall aid you to the best of my ability. Ours is a beautiful land, nestled on the eastern coast of Aadhart. Along the banks of the One River, our nation thrived, proud and free, until the Garleans came, 25 years ago. The river was our lifeblood, free to travel and to fish, but travel was soon restricted, and now the river belongs to none.
So there's a major river, there's a coastal city, fisherman city. So I know it's water and
There you are. Learn anything interesting. The older demons I spoke with tried to teach me all about Far Eastern customs and the importance of formality and politeness. I'd like to think Eozeans can be just as stiff and stuffy as anyone, especially Ishgardians, but anyway. Did you know they eat with sticks?
okay.
All that hard, actually, or at least, that's what I thought until they told me I was holding them wrong. And then when I spoke with the younger demons, they just rolled their eyes and told me it was all a load of stupid old,
So we're going to go to Japan then. That's basically it.
Wow.
Let's go. Prepare.
A lot more useful. Unless someone invites us for dinner, of course.
Yeah.
They do.
We ready? What is these shorts?
Right. No point waiting around here, is there? We should head back to Limsa Leminsa. Alphino said to meet at the ferry docks.
I think I'm gonna leave it the Doma once we get to Doma, and there for next stream, because I feel like that'd be really cool just to explore a new zone in a brand new stream rather than the end of this one.
Alphino says you are returned, Cyber. I am eager to hear all, though that can wait until... Our spice trading friends have completed their preparations. Assuming you have completed yours, you may inform the deckhand that we are ready to depart.
Let's go.
Kraken's Arms deckhand says all set, lad. I'll see you to the ship if so.
Bored and misery. Quite a name for a ship. Damn, big ship. Oh, I remember. I got their wine. Got their wine that they bought it from someone they were not supposed to. Our first cruise. Let's go.
12 be praised. Full sure was I that I had come too late.
Urianger! Tell me you haven't come all this way just to see us off.
Nay, my lady. Ere you quit these shores for eastern climes, I wished to share some words of seeming import.
Okay, don't hold your breath.
Look ye where the sun doth rise. See crimson embers, darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall. See azure lost amidst the squall.
That the code to get in?
Well, that sounds suitably foreboding. Another one of your prophecies, I presume?
Of far eastern origin, aye. It is mine earnest hope that this ancient wisdom may serve to guide you on your journey. For what dangers lie in wait for you upon those distant shores are yet beyond my knowing.
Oh, a parting gift befitting your roundabout ways. Thank you.
I have more than words for you, my lady.
Huh? Damn. What's your class?
It's beautiful. Is it for me?
Though undeniably powerful, your ethereal blade taxeth you greatly in the wielding. Not so this rapier, which shall serve you just as well against all but the most formidable foe.
Impressive. It feels as though it's attuned to my ether. I shall treasure it.
Honored guests, say your farewells, for the moment of our parting draws nigh. A fair wind blows, and I mean to follow it.
Alright, let's go.
Our ship is set to sail. Pray give my regards to Thancred and the others. And take care.
Thancred, I forgot. Where was he? We left him with someone, I think. This be off. And when we land, that's where I'll call it. How far away are we gonna travel? We're using maps now. Exactly, see? We should have left from Downland better. Huh? We are going quite a way.
A fine day, is it not? Fair winds and following seas. The Misery is enjoying herself.
Looks like, yeah.
Nevertheless, it would not do for you to spend the entirety of our voyage above deck. Let me show you to your quarters.
Are we gonna do stuff? Yeah, we must hide in case there's an inspection. Where do we hide? Exactly. I knew it.
Is it supposed to do that?
Not under normal circumstances.
Captain! You needed on deck! Something queer's afoot. The winds died down, the waters went still, and all of a sudden, we were dragged off course.
Only a primer could do it.
By what?
Can't rightly say, sir. But some of the lads are muttering about seeing things in the water. Things that shouldn't be there.
Oh boy.
Oh, for the love of... If you will excuse me a moment. Actually, might I persuade you to join me? Loath though I am to admit it, I have a bad feeling about this.
It is what it is. That's why I'm here. Rather than stand around, let's see what we could do. Oh, look, I'm scared. Now, what could it be? Ooh, it's eerily quiet. But we are moving. What could be in front of us? Actually, let me ask you, what is it? Nope, too scared to speak. What the hell? Oh no, it's a ship. What if I just jump? Something in the air. Could it be Shiva?
Carvalin says him. Odd. Most odd. Alphino says, well, do you have any idea what's going on? Carvalin says, no. As the man said, despite the absence of wind and current, the misery is somehow being pulled off course.
Alize says, well, why not fire up the cerulean engines you have hidden below?
Carvalin says an excellent suggestion based on knowledge you should not have. Alas, our engines appear to be malfunctioning for reasons that escape my engineers at present. Kraken's arms deckhand says, I'm telling you, Captain, it's them, things the lads saw. Alphino says things? I don't suppose I could convince you to attempt something more descriptive? An adjective, for example. Carvalin says see wolf superstitions and fairy tales, not more. But if you must know, the things which he is so reticent to name are the souls of deceased women said to lure sailors to their deaths.
Oh, sirens.
Alphino says preposterous.
Alize says yes, indeed. If it is neither the sea nor the weather which is responsible, then it is probably a predatory entity of some sort, perhaps a siren or some such. For all we know, it could be a fellow spice trader employing magics to seize and plunder passing vessels. Regardless, we have but one recourse, to let the current take us where it will, and deal with whatever we find there.
He's scared.
Carvalin says what a thoroughly pragmatic suggestion. Oh, I am beginning to like you, girl. Once we arrive at our destination, my crew shall remain with the ship to defend it while we venture forth to deal with the cause of our troubles.
Alize says then it is settled. I know not what awaits us, but it will rue the day it reeled us in.
Oh god. At regular duty? Yeah, the duties take time to get filled, especially at this hour. So leave that duty for next Friday when we go live again. Thank you guys for being here again. I hope you guys have a great start of your week. If I go live or anything else, I'll be sure to let you guys know in the week. Thank you again for always, and have a good night. See ya.